Welcome to Cyborg 86. Today we're going to talk one more time about this X43 that I've highly modified. Previously, I've built a new chassis for it, exited the old electronics, and put in my own. I did all that so I could get this little body on it, slam it down as low as I could, and while I was at it, I cut about 40 to 45% off the weight. It now has a much lower center of gravity than this original. Then I took it out on the rocks and gave it a crawl. And while it was much improved, I have some other ideas for improvement. And that's what we'll be looking at today. I had originally had in mind that I wanted to keep the original radio, but then I had another idea. One that makes it much smaller and easy to transport. This little Arduino. This is very low cost, about $10, and paired with a 79-cent motor driver, it actually does pretty well. The Arduino has a built-in charger and runs on 1S. Very handy. It also has built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so I can drive it from my phone. Very portable. I also designed an interface for it using a free app called Remote XY. Even programmed in some throttle curve. And I don't have to be a programming genius to figure this out. My good buddy ChatGPT did a lot of the work for me. I just had to get the basics started, and it really helped me with the rest, especially the throttle curve. Once I get everything to where I'm happy with it, I'd really like to make this available to end users, something you could copy paste, do some installs, and do a little soldering. I think it can be done fairly easily. Well, the Arduino and the motor driver are both very small. I did have to change the chassis a bit. I added this groove so they can ride down in there and just hot glued them in. While I was at it, I went ahead and installed this little Nano Servo. Mainly, I just wanted to try it out. And as you can see, it has just enough power to move the back end around a little bit. So that's a pretty good sign. I also tried out this N20 gear motor, and not as good as I was hoping. So I'm going back to the original. Drives much smoother, but hey, it was fun to try. And just for kicks, I printed up another body. Made a few small changes that I like. I was running short on time, getting ready for vacation, so I printed up this little open-sided box just to protect it. Then I packed everything up and went on vacation. And yes, that's the White House behind me. I ended up using an old phone we had retired years ago. It's an iPhone SE, and it proved to do the job, ugly and beat up as it is. I used my good phone for filming, so needed an extra this time. Now I have me a very portable crawler with a very portable controller, and I can get my crawl on anytime I want. It's just super nice. This thing fits easily in my sling bag, and some of you nerds might even put it in your fanny pack. The slider controls do take a little bit of getting used to after driving with a wheel radio all these years, but I'll get the hang of it eventually. Out front of the White House there was this reporter, and I tried to show him my crawler, but he just wasn't interested. His loss. This project's proven to be a lot of fun for me, very satisfying to come up with something this small in scale that I can take with me and drive anywhere I want. And while the phone control's pretty cool, I might try my hand at building a controller for it too, something very small. These little Arduinos can talk to each other, so I could have a small controller and a small car, both running on 1S and chargeable through USB-C. Plus all the benefits of being able to program it myself, like throttle curve and LED lights if I decide to. Lots of options with this controller. By the way, this little gear guard I printed for it turned out to be problematic and got hung up a lot on obstacles. So I might see if I can design my own, make it a better skid plate. So if any of those plans interest you, now would be a great time to subscribe. And happy crawling.